All right, today it is Fun Friday. Of course, we're recording on Thursday, and so you can see it tomorrow, but I have my frog gear. Normally we would make this in class, but we won't be able to today. However, there is a project you could do at your house. Ben's working on his right now. He'll show you when we're done. This is what you can do at your home. Now, if you look here, I did little circles. So you can make them as big as you want, as small as you want. And then I just made little guys. I just made little people out of them. And these are my little frogmen. Now, those would be with crayons. This one, as you can see, is with green paint. So this is a different kind. So you can take green paint, your thumbprint, put it down on the paper, wait for it to dry, and then you can put your little frogmen, make little frogmen. Now today we're going to talk about frogs specifically. Next week we'll talk about toads. I have a picture of a frog. If you look at him, he is green and slimy. He has bulging eyes, two of them. That is one of the ways that you can tell that they're different. So he has bulging eyes. He has long legs, and I'll show you in a picture later of long legs. So he has long legs, and that helps him to actually leap. Frogs like to hop. Toads do not. Frogs will take big giant hops. Now, if we were at school, we would practice hopping like a frog, and I would try to measure to see who can hop the furthest. So if you're at home, do 5 hops and see how far you can go. Now, a frog likes to spend his days in the water. He likes to be in the water. He likes the water because it keeps his skin nice and wet. One of the things that I want to show you first is, let's get here, an egg. This is what a frog starts out as. He starts out as an egg. He starts as an egg and it's wrapped, it looks like a clear liquid, but that's called the jelly. And as the frog is starting to develop, it will eat at that jelly and it becomes a tadpole. So the frog starts as a little dot. God has created him so that his body starts to change. As you see here, he starts to develop a long tail. Which is strange because a frog doesn't look like it should have a long tail, but it has a long tail. Here's a whole bunch of cluster of frog eggs, and here is another difference. Frogs, when they lay their eggs, they lay them in big clusters like this, big groupings. Toads, they do not. They're gonna lay their eggs in a different way. Now, so they'll start to change. There are predators for frogs. Did you know what a predator is? What's a predator? Do you know?
No.
A predator is something that likes to eat frogs, especially the little eggs, the little jelly eggs. Fish love to eat the little tadpoles. Beetles love to eat the little tadpoles. So the beetles and the fish, they are the enemy of a tadpole. They want to stay as far away from them. Here's another one where the fish is about to eat it. Look at that. All right, so the fish love to eat those tadpoles, and they grab a hold of their tails, and then it's all over. The beetle, they like to eat them also, and so they'll dive in the water, and the only way that the tadpoles can be free of them is if they hide and camouflage in the weeds. What does camouflage mean? Do you know?
It's an animal that looks exactly like it.
Yes, so it changes its body or finds something that helps it blend in that's the same color. Now, this is the most interesting part. When a tadpole starts to become more like a frog, this is the first thing that happens to it. Its tail will start to be a little bit shorter. It will start to shrink, and its leg will come out first. It's the right leg. The right leg pops out first on a frog as it starts to develop and not be a tadpole anymore. And it will push through. Then he will grow arms and legs, and he still has a tail. Does that look like it should be a tadpole, Ben?
No.
No, it does not. That looks kind of silly. And if you notice his feet, I'll get real close. Look at his feet here. Look at his feet. Can you tell what they look like? They look like they're webbed. So frogs will start out with webbed feet. Why do you think they start out with webbed feet?
Because they're sticky.
Not because they're sticky. What are they doing all the time when they're in the water?
They're stepping on stuff.
Not stepping on stuff, not as tadpoles. They're swimming. And so the webbed feet help them to swim because remember, they only live in the water when they're tadpoles. They don't go onto the land. Now here, half tadpole, half frog. Notice what's happening to the tail. What's happening to the tail, Ben?
It's getting shorter.
Yeah, it's getting shorter and smaller until finally
There's
our frog. Now, Ben called it a toad. It's not a toad because frogs are slimy. Toads are not. They're slimy. Have you ever picked up a frog? I have. They slip right through your fingers. Now, the frog, he likes to get up there and he's on a little lily pad and he likes to get on land. So he'll spend some time on land and he'll go back into the water when he is ready. And he needs the water to keep his skin slimy. Now here, he has a little friend that has joined him. So his friend has joined him here. They'll climb up on logs to kind of rest during the day. They're now not afraid of the beetles and the fish. Why do you think they're not afraid of the beetles and the fish anymore?
Because they can hop.
They can hop, but notice the difference in the size from when they were a tadpole.
Oh, because they were tiny.
Yeah, they were tiny as tadpoles, but now they're much bigger. So they will eat. Oh, here's what they love to eat. Frogs now, they like to eat insects. So they'll eat the insects.
Oh yeah, because they get their tongue and then
they love the flies. In fact, here is my frog book that I have. Normally I would love to do this. So here is a frog. If I open this up, this shows you what they like to eat. So frogs like to eat, oh man, they love to eat these kinds of things. They love to eat flies. They'll even eat worms. I don't think I would like to eat. Here's my little frog. So he's going around, swimming around. All right, so
I want to be a toad.
Now, that is all that we have for today that we're going to talk about. We are now going to let Ben see and show us his frog guys. So Ben, go ahead and show your frog guys.
This 1 to 10.
All right, so here are his frogs.
I told you, rate it 1 to 10 now.
All right, there's his little guys. And you can name them if you want.
John?
Whatever you want.
Jim?
Normally, I would actually have a frog for you to eat. Frog legs.
Oh!
I love eating frog legs. We would talk about it all day. We would eat frog legs, real live frog legs. They taste like chicken. Maybe your mom can make you some.
Oh, Miss Nichols, are you okay?
Have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this short, fun Friday.
Bye.
Bye.